Okay, I just got through the checkpoint. I'm on my way to Spain. First stop is Zurich. Right now I'm at the Bradley Terminal in LAX. Quite futuristic. Really like it. Always enjoy being here. Well, here I am in Zurich for a layover on the way to Malaga airport in Spain. Well, the reason why I'm going there is my film got accepted at the International Film Festival, and I'm going to represent my film. Check this out. It's a really nice airport. It's clean, it's quiet. People are really polite. I'm gonna go grab something to eat and take a few pictures. And so I could let people know I was in Zurich, Switzerland. In the little town of Monda. This is my first day. As I said, I'm here for a film festival, but we're staying 25 minutes away from actual location when the film festival is happening. So this is Monda. It's a little village up in the mountains in the national park near Marbella. And we're grabbing our first lunch. And the tiny little streets, there's nowhere to park. But, you know, with best of luck, you find something. I guess this is a time of siesta, so not everything is open, but we found a little spot. We're gonna grab some to eat. So what are you having now?
So we're having some shrimp skewers. I haven't really tasted them yet, but we needed some sustenance, so let's go ahead. The shrimp is so soft, it's not overdone. There's a little bit of a citrus to it. It's very light, not heavy. It doesn't feel like it's been in a lot of oil. Delicious. And it's served on some bread with olive oil. I already had a bite. It's quite good, I could already tell you.
How about anchovies? So
I love anchovies. Artur does not, but I love like strong tasting foods. And I would just eat it by itself, and then you put it on the bread. I like to get the purity of the flavor first, so let's give it a whirl. This is the best anchovy I've had
isn't
in
this
my
like
life.
super salty and oily?
Anchovies at home in the States are so salty. This tastes like it came out of the sea just now.
Is it smoky?
It has a smokiness, but it's not overly salted.
So this is I think this is some kind of a mussel. It's a baked mussel right here. Here it is. So whatever, it's clearly some cheese, some kind of corn base, and definitely strong bay leaf flavor in it. There's no garlic, salt, pepper, and very pronounced bay leaf. If you ever tasted the bay leaf out of the soup, taste it. That's how it tastes like. It's a little bitter, a little salty, and it's a little buttery. But it's also, you could taste the mussel itself. So you could tell it was a fresh mussel baked into this. I'm not a fan of fried food. It's just not what I grew up with, not what I can consume all the time. But I'm really enjoying this right now, just based on a flavor profile. Thanks. It's strangely good. Alright, so we finished our lunch and we're on the way back to our villa. And I don't really know the town. It's a tiny little town of Monda. And this cobble streets are very narrow. there's practically no parking anywhere. So if somebody's gonna be coming at us uptown, we probably not gonna be able to get out of this jam. Well, here we are at our villa in Monda. I just want to show you the surroundings a little bit, and I want to show you the house that I really enjoyed. And I've been here maybe for less than 12 hours so far, so I was mostly sleeping and went out to Marbella. So here it is, like it's surrounded by beautiful olive trees, which is surprisingly authentic. Well, not surprisingly authentic, but it's very beautiful. We have this beautiful driveway. We park right here. It's like a carport, not real garage, but it's so quaint. I really enjoy this little table right here. It's a little dining table that is on the terrace right next to the villa. And you see it's shaded by this beautiful roof. It's very simple. I don't think it's gonna protect you from the rain, but it definitely protects you from the sun. And look at that. Isn't it intense? It's so beautiful. I wanna move here. It's something very tranquil about this place. Just everything, the detail, the authenticity, the simplicity of it, it's quite beautiful. Clearly have a very authentic barbecue place and a place to make pizza. I don't think we'll be making pizza, but we could if we had time. You know, of course, normal sink right here. So that helps you to, you know, wash your dishes, whatever, prepare your fish or your other meats. It's just, I'm already used to this. Not just could get used to this, I'm already used to this. And of course we have a beautiful area, a swimming pool right here. All right, I'm gonna be a personal pool boy for now. So I never done this before, but there's first time for everything. So we're gonna go like this. And like this. Oh, I see little bugs here everywhere. I definitely want to swim in it, that's for sure. You know, there's a bug was buzzing around, and I think it's ended up in a swimming pool, so I just fished it out. Hopefully we'll let it survive. There's also a little bee in there. I have a feeling it's kind of hot in here. It's probably about 95 degrees right now. And I think there's little bees and whatnot, little bugs want to get some, you know, water, I guess. And they just end up drowning, unfortunately. It's funny, that's mostly bugs out here. And some leaves, well, God, I hope I'm not falling down. but there's a lot of bugs at the bottom of the thing I could see. Damn. Okay. Well, I'm enjoying being pool boy. I'll tell you that much. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a lot of bugs in there. Okay. After dip in the pool, you could easily go and just, you know, whew, freshen up a little bit. We're on our way to a Red Dog Cinema because our film, Descendent, is premiering at this film festival, Marbella International Film Festival. So we're super excited, and here we go. It's finally happening after a couple of months of preparation. So here we go. This is our star and our producer. And it smells like poop for some reason.
Get up so high, we're looking down at the stars. Tonight, we're gonna blow it all out. Gonna show everybody what the future's about. Hey.
All right, we're at the Port of Banus right now. We just had a little dinner. And we're walking on the promenade, looking at all the fancy cars and yachts right there. So we're actually going on a yacht. We got invited to a party, after our movie debut here at the Marbella Film Festival. Yeah, you could see fantastic little landscape right here. Lots of yachts. Oh, I kind of like that boat over there. All right, we're going on a yacht.
Listen to the rhythm of my beating heart, telling us it's time for you and me to start. Tear the mother up, just like it was a rental. Let's take it to a whole nother level. This the kind of moment that only happens once. There's a whole wide world just waiting for us. We're gonna get up out of here and tear it all up. Take it to a whole nother level. Gotta go crazy, baby, that's who we are. Get up so high.
Here we are aboard of Malex. It's a 60-foot yacht in Marbella harbor right now at dock. So there's a little party we're having. So we got a little champagne going on, a little jacuzzi.
A jacuzzi!
Yeah. There you go.
Cheers.
I'm having just my regular beer. Tonight is a gala for Marbella Film Festival. So it's the last day, it's Sunday, so we're having that awards dinner tonight. So that's why we're all dressed up here.
We're here to show Descendent and party with all the film industry people.
Party.
Soy that I could lead his film, and he put everything into this movie, and to trust me like that as his lead was truly an honor, and this is so exciting. I'm so complimented by this, and it's such an honor. I'm so grateful.
Level.
Right now we're going through the country. Driving through the country, we stopped at a Repsol petrol station, I guess. And it kind of looks like Bakersfield, California to me. Kind of a vast farmland. Not sure what kind of crop they're cultivating here, but it's kind of pretty, but kind of desolate.
Hopefully this will help us not be hangry anymore.
So we're about 1/3 the way to Granada, and I just saw this place, and apparently there's no siesta here. Everybody was working really fast, and they had little sandwiches, little pizza, and no salads, but that's okay. I'm super excited to eat this, and I'm really grateful that there was something to eat, you know, instead of cookies. I'm having a chorizo sandwich. You got nothing but chorizo inside. No mustard, no vegetables, no cheese, nothing. I gotta say though, bread is really good, and whatever chorizo is inside is okay. It's not greasy, as usually like it is in the United States. We have chorizo, it's kind of a dry, it's almost like salami. It tastes like salami, it has a texture of salami. Maybe it is a salami, but they call it chorizo. I doubt it, but anyways. This is our car from the rental. It's a little Mazda hybrid. I never seen this type of car in the United States. But it's a small little street. A little rental car from Click Rent. Don't rent from them because they're kind of assholes. And that's where we're staying. Okay, we finally got into this apartment building. We're renting this VRBO. It's kind of nice. Look at this massive patio we got. Huge outdoor space. Tiny indoor space, but I'll show you this in a bit. But once we got here, one awesome thing, it started raining. I really love rain. And it's warm. It feels like a warm summer rain. And we have a really nice view. So, yeah, all this struggle was worth it. Hopefully the food is better in Cordoba. I noticed in Spain there's a lot of older buildings. I need needs renovations, and a lot of them are being modernized, a lot of them are being preserved. Seems like we picked a really good location. We have a hospital nearby, and we have a pharmacy, we have a little cafe and a bunch of restaurants. So it's nicely centrally located. It's like a modern meets old architecture. Okay, seems like we're on the right track. A bunch of restaurants in the area. I want to eat one right now.
Yeah.
Alright, so we bought some groceries. We really needed vegetables. And now we're going back to our VRBO, place we're staying. But on the way, we're gonna stop by a little cafe and grab some to eat. Alright, we're trying a little coffee. Be short, please.
Gotta start the day.
What'd you get?
Just an espresso.
Is it
Pretty
good?
simple. It's hits the spot right now, for sure.
On our way to Cathedral Mosque of Cordoba. So we're zipping around.
At the roundabout, take
Yet
the
another
exit onto
roundabout.
Avenida Middlebasin.
And we also will try to see the Roman bridge. That's what I'm super excited about, to see like some ancient history in here. That's the beauty of being in Europe. Everything, every turn, every stone you turn, you find something like thousands of years old. So it's kind of exciting. When you get to Cordoba, there's a lot of services will offer you guided tours. If you're into that kind of stuff, of course, you could get a guided tour for about 35 euros each per person. I'm not a huge fan of tours. I do research ahead of time and I go look around. And so you could get just a general admission for 13 euros. And maybe that's the way to go. You save some money and you see everything you want to see. This is a beautiful Roman bridge. Interesting, really fascinating. Well, now I feel like I'm in Europe right now. I just need a cigarette and a coffee. What do you think? You just need a cigarette and a coffee right now?
Definitely. Be like one of the locals.
It feels quite incredible walking on something that old. This Roman bridge was built around 1st century BC, early 1st century BC. And it's kind of incredible to see something, that structure kind of exists right now and holds it. I understand it's arches and I'm sure it's been repaired so many times, but and withstand earthquakes and withstand warfare. It's pretty outstanding just seeing this type of structure enduring for so many millennia. Mosque-Cathedral of Cordoba was originally built around 780s AD, and later, sometime in 13th century, was converted into a Christian cathedral.
So now we're gonna go to the Alcázar de los Reyes Cristianos. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It's right near the cathedral where we were, the mosque. It's a place where Ferdinand lived, King Ferdinand, and it's supposed to be really beautiful, so let's check it out.
Jessica trying to purchase tickets for this gardens and asking for passport information, and we didn't bring it with us, so she's trying to do it
Okay.
with...
I think we're okay.
Seems like you could use your driver's license information. We'll find out.
I was able to do it with our driver's license information instead of our passport information. And now I'm just trying to download our tickets really fast before we get in. So I think it's going to be okay.
I think we'll be all right. It's interesting because you can see the history was made. Look at the stones and slabs of stones of the past and later. It looks like this is definitely the Roman part of it at the bottom, been excavated. And then slowly you could see it on the wall, the variations of different buildings put upon the foundation. So we got ice cream. I got chocolate and coconut ice cream and a waffle cone. What'd you get, sweetie?
I got 3. I couldn't make up my mind.
Okay.
Coconut, berries, and chocolate.
Is it good? Do you like it?
Mucho delicioso.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Okay.
We probably should not be doing this here because it's going to be really hard to get out of here.
Take a slight right turn, then take the first left onto Calle Leyva Aguilar.
This is great.
Gracias. Yeah, like two idiots in a fucking car.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was a bit stressful driving around here. We are going to a restaurant called Salon de Thé. It's right nearby the Mosque-Cathedral, somewhere in this little old town. And we ended up driving through it. It's very narrow, so don't drive through it, just find a parking somewhere outside of this area, and it will be a little easier to get on foot than actually driving through the streets. But I must admit, it's really fun to walk around this old town of Cordoba to the narrow streets, and they really utilized it very well. We just walked by a couple of storefronts. It's clearly a residential area, mainly. But you also have like a little gym here and there. Beautiful doors. Look at those doors. Nicely done. Wow, this is really interesting. Kind of reminds me of San Juan a little bit.
It's so pretty.
But I know San Juan is built after the Spain. But it does have this charm. It's very interesting walking around those narrow streets if you really look up. Like, I understand you have like you need bars on your lower floors, but you also have bars on your upper floors as well. Every house looked like a Fort Knox. Look at those doors.
It's such a work of art.
So this is somebody's entrance to the house. We just kind of like, it was open, we shouldn't be here, but it's just gorgeous style.
I really hope it's open. It says it's open till 12.
Till midnight. We got to the place called Rafaé in this little town, in the old town of Cordoba. And because the restaurant we went to, somehow it's not open. Just be prepared in Spain for going somewhere. It says it's open, might not be open. But luckily this place was open.
So I ordered a sauteed spinach dish with chickpeas and vinegar because we need vegetables this trip. So let's see how it goes. It's very good. It's almost like cream spinach without the cream. There's a little bit of acidity to it. And for texture, the beans in there, the chickpeas are really good too. I'm happy.
Wow, it's surprisingly acidic, salty, and creamy. It kind of reminds me of collard greens a little bit. Seems like it has a lot of butter in it. Yeah, it's creamy, acidic, and hot. And chickpeas, a good kind of addition to it. It's surprisingly hearty. I could taste the butter. Let's try the gazpacho. Gazpacho, in the States, gazpacho is much more thicker. This is very thin gazpacho. Let's find out. It's a cold soup. For those who don't know what gazpacho is, specifically. Wow, I expected that. I know it's a tomato-based soup. It's very acidic, surprisingly strong acidic taste, but it's refreshing. Maybe that's what the doctor ordered. Salty, acidic, refreshing. It's very strong. It's almost like as if there was added vinegar to it, besides the acidic nature of tomatoes already. I think I need to eat it with something, but it's pretty good.
But we'll start with the mushroom. They're beautiful. They're large. They're roasted, probably in some olive oil or something. Here we go. It's a little smoky, a little crispy on the outside, but so soft and tender on the inside.
I still haven't put my fingers on the sauce, whatever this is. What is this?
It might be part of the black ink.
You think it's made with black ink? It's definitely savory, right? It's not sweet.
Yeah, there's a mild sweetness to this sauce, but it's...
Try the squid. Try the squid.
Okay, so let's try the squid. Okay. Here we go. It's perfect. It doesn't taste chewy. It's not fishy. It's texturally, it's very palatable. You know, texture is a big thing for a lot of people when they eat food, and especially with seafood. This is like eating a nice piece of chicken. So the fish is a little buttery, but it's not very rich.
Jessica said it has some bones in it. I got a bone to pick. The flavor is very clear. It's not fishy at all. Zero fishy taste. It's buttery, flaky, and it has a little bit of garlic in it. I think it was prepared mainly with butter. It also has a kind of bacon bits all around. I don't know. Yeah, it's bacon. It's definitely smoky. It's crusty a little bit. I'm not sure what it is. It's definitely not polenta. It's some kind of some type of a very mild salsa, I would say. It's covered with chickpeas. It's excellent. Actually, very well prepared. Kiss to the chef. So I ordered cod. I don't know what the side dish is with the cod. We're gonna start with the cod. Okay. It's already very flaky. Very bony. Large bones. See how the fish falls apart? The fish tastes very sweet. It's very similar to what the Jessica has in a way that it's also juicy. It's very moist, buttery, flaky, garlicky slightly, and most importantly, it's very juicy and delicious. I'm gonna try this. It looked like it's like a ratatouille style dish on the side. Yes, definitely. It's zucchini. I think it's prepared with some type of zucchini, and it's like a roasted type of cooked zucchini. More like, oh, it's actually pretty good. Definitely garlic, definitely onions, definitely carrots, and some pepper, probably red or green pepper. It's not too acidic, and it's also, at first you think it's a little citrusy, but I think acidity comes from tomatoes, a little bit of tomatoes and a little bit of roasted peppers. This dish is outstanding. That's exactly what I wanted. This is like a best restaurant I've been in Spain, and I think Jessica can concur. Everything is just done to perfection. There's a lot of attention to this food. It's not too hot. It's not hot at all, in fact. It's a right proportion of acidity and buttery and garlicky stuff, yeah? I got some kind of mousse for dessert. I don't know what it is exactly. I tried a little bit. It looks like a honey pot from for the Winnie the Pooh. It's definitely not honey, it's a mousse. And I have a suspicion it's a mousse made with some type of figs. So it has a little bit of a raisin in it. Not the prettiest mousse I've seen. It tastes like ice cream in a way. And a buttery ice cream, very prominent butter taste. This tastes like custard. A good custard. I'm not a fan of custard personally, but it tastes like custard. But it is a mousse. So it has a consistency, texture of the mousse. It tastes like a buttery, sweet custard. It's alright. Just got creme brulee. I'm not a fan of creme brulee either. But it's really beautiful. It has this kind of glaze on top, right? From sugary glaze. It's been burnt with torch fire. Wow. By far, probably the best creme brulee I ever had. And I'm not a fan of it, but I love this one. Cheers. This is the best dinner so far. Thank you, Spain. All right, cheers. Estrella Galicia or Galicia. I'm not sure how you say it. Estrella Galicia. Really good beer. Kind of reminds me of Sapporo a little bit. Really good. So we're just having a little nightcap before we get back to our VRBO. Nice little quaint street. Past 11 o'clock. As you can see, look around, sweetie. It's really half empty. I guess the middle of the week. Granada. We're leaving Cordoba after having a quick bite to eat and looking forward to this 2-hour journey. Okay, well, this is a little messed up, so we just started our trip to Granada and we got a flat tire. We're in Spain. We don't have a spare, unfortunately. I don't know what to do about that. So there's a kit to inflate the tire, but that's about it. But that tire's so messed up because we drove on it for at least 300 feet. I had to walk about 10 minutes and I found a tire shop. So I bought 2 tires because I called the company, rental company, and they transferred it to somebody else. It's in Spain, so we called road assistance. The phone kept dropping, the phone call. So at some point we decided, you know what, we're just gonna pay ourselves, which is almost 200 euros, probably 200 bucks. It's 168 euros for 2 tires to repair. And we found this place called Aurgi. Aurgi really helped us. The guys were wonderful and we didn't have to wait. They were ready. So we're about to go and repair our car, which is about 10-minute walk next to the highway and right on the outskirts of Cordoba. hopefully for today we'll have no fiascos for today. I don't know, maybe what's wrong with the car, maybe the tires are too thin, maybe we are too fat, maybe we have too much luggage with us. I don't know what it is, but so it's about to rain. All right, so the gentleman Manuel came to help us out. So when you rent a car in Spain, get a really nice car. This is not very nice car. We here at the repair shop at Here we are at the repair shop at Aurgi. Wonderful Manuel is doing a great job repairing a second tire because apparently that's how it goes. Hopefully we'll be on our way in a few minutes and get to Granada without any other problems on the way because we're kind of tired of problems.
For you and me to start, tear the mother up, just like it was a rental. Let's take it to a whole nother level.
We're still in Cordoba and we're on our way to Granada finally after repairing 2 tires and $200 later. So we'll have to deal with that later. Fun fact, in Spain, when you stop at the gas station, you could actually grab a pint of beer. It's highly unusual, but in this case, it's Gras Campo beer. And apparently it's customary to have beer at lunch anywhere. So it's legal. You stop your car, you have a pint of drink, and off you go. Not sure how the laws work in Spain, but apparently it's not illegal to sell alcohol at gas stations. One thing we have noticed so far, we've been driving for over an hour and a half. Everything around you is cultivated into either olive groves or any other type of plants and trees, but it's kind of weird. It kind of feels like it's a simulation. I'm not sure. I'm getting tired of it because I don't like patterns myself. But if you look around, it's just kind of bizarre. Every inch of this land is cultivated.
Peaches.
Oh, those are peaches. Are they peaches? No, that's persimmons, I think. All right, we've been really bad. We just pulled up to this driveway and I just pulled a persimmon right off the tree.
It's really good.
It's incredible. Here, you could throw it away, the rest. Do you have a thingy? Look at us.
It's all over my face. Finally made it to our destination after a 2-hour delay getting our tires changed. We're looking forward to having some relaxation here in Granada. local, like a little shop with local jams and jellies from the farm, and we just write our name in a book and take what we want. Come check that. So I guess it's like an honor system, so you just take what you want and then write down your name in the book, in the ledger, with what you took, and then she'll charge you for it. This is so cool.
There's a very special night tonight. Jessica got me a very private restaurant evening tonight. What is happening, sweetie?
I just ordered tequila after the day that we've had.
So we are by ourselves?
It's
It's just us?
Well, I think we're a little early for Spanish dinner. It's only 7:54, and they asked if we had a reservation, so I think they're expecting a full house in the next 3 hours. Or can't do the fried food anymore, but I'll take one for the team and do a prawn croquet. Cheers.
What is it, baby?
It's so good. It's a prawn croquet.
I already had some. This is called spicy margarita. It has some tahini. I think this has pineapple juice and a pear juice, and also has a little bit of a peach juice, and has a very spicy tahini inside, I think. Definitely lemon, and this is tahini and salt right here. And the combination of alcohol, sweets, and salty and lemony taste makes a sublime combination. I think I'm gonna have one more. I hope I eat enough so I don't get too drunk. Anyways, just because I don't eat fried food anymore, I do. On this trip, I really need vegetables. Like, I'm thinking my body is taking abuse in Spain, eating fried and salty food. So I'm gonna try this just for the sake of it, okay? So this is croquet prawn. When I ordered it, I thought it would be some kind of like grilled shrimp or something, but since I'm not fluent in Spanish, so that's what I got. Let's see. Okay. This tastes like a seafood falafel. Yeah, it's almost exactly the same. Texture is very similar, but it's not a falafel. It's fried outside, and it's very soft and kind of creamy inside. You definitely taste the shrimp, but it's not too fishy. Salty, slightly garlicky, and creamy, like Jessica said. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's just, I'm kind of struggling with a lot of fried food here. My body can't really tolerate much. I don't eat fried food in the States, but here it just been a lot of fried food. Okay, you should try this. So Jessica, what did you get there?
So I love duck, and I ordered the dry rice with duck. I had no idea what it was gonna be. And it's like this amazing crispy rice that they've seared in a pan with the duck on top. It smells so good. I can't wait to try this. Smoky, and there's some herb. I think it's thyme that they've put on top of the duck. It smells so good. And the duck is very, very pink. So I know I'm gonna really love it. Okay, so let's try this. Okay. Here we go. It's so juicy. And It's just elegant. It's so good. And the way the herbs have infused into the meat, it's just very delightful. Let's see how the rice goes. It's a nice complement. There's a nuttiness to the rice that counteracts the fattiness of the duck. 10 out of 10.
I got chicken tahine. It's supposed to be Moroccan-inspired dish. So there's some chicken. Okay, we're gonna start with the chicken, okay? All right. It tastes more like duck for the flavor profile. It's not too salty. It's like eating roasted chicken, but a little bit more tender and a little bit more dense, right? So it has a very grilled taste, like it just got off the grill from the fire directly. And definitely has this chard. You know, you taste the chard on the meat, you know? When you get off the grill, you can taste the chard from the skin. It's right there. That's outstanding. So it comes with some potatoes, onions. It's almost stew-like, but without broth. Okay, it's kind of sweet, definitely savory, salty, slight hint of garlic. You know, the onions actually taste like onion rings. It's really bizarre because it's not fried, but it tastes like onion rings, exactly how it is. I definitely taste a little cumin, definitely cumin in there, definitely paprika. But very light hint of paprika, not smoked, definitely not smoked. So this is very savory, light, it's almost stew-like, but more dry. Oh yeah, fantastic food. Try chicken tahine when you get to this restaurant. That parking space, that's where he needs to go. And then get out of there. Okay, we just got out of the parking structure. I gotta tell you one thing. It doesn't smell like piss in Spain, because in LA, every parking smells like piss and shit. So, over here, nicely done. Walking through the busy streets of Granada right now, and it's super clean, beautiful. The architecture is great. It's very interesting. It's exactly what I expected from Spain to be. See, I could see ourselves living here. Like, this is a nice place. This is cool. All right, it's very bustling out here, but it's very cordial and clean. It looks like they're cleaning the streets early in the morning, so everything is shining. Not a piece of garbage, nothing. You see a little bit of graffiti still, but overall, it's just like, wow.
so delicious. It's cream cheese with raspberry jam and bananas.
So like cross-border shopping. Oh my god. Everything was a little bit cheaper and more. This shake is sublime. It's strawberry banana. It tastes exactly like it. Gracias. We just had a fantastic breakfast. It was delicious. Chatted up with the locals a little bit. Met a couple of people from Britain. I gotta say, this is a drastically different experience from Cordoba. It's much more social. It's kind of like what I imagine Spain to be. That's what it's like. So you have cafes everywhere. You have people interacting, outstanding architecture. It's kind of incredible. We are walking around Carrero del Darro, which is a river walk in Granada. And it's quite picturesque, very busy. And it's very tight. If you could see, the car doesn't have much space on each side. It's very interesting. See, the people are just standing, letting the cars pass by. You know, you could see parts of the bridge, or parts of the castle, I guess, is eroded and has not been restored. But you could see different parts of it, like it's been built upon and built within, built around. You could see the history of different parts of the Spain. Granada is a very old city, so you could see it in its architecture.
Rompe, rompe para siempre. ¿Qué razón tienes? Mentiroso. ¿Qué estás mirando en realidad? ¿Te has puesto a pensar? ¿Qué estás mirando en realidad? ¿Cuánto vales para alguien? ¿Cuánto vales? ¿Cuánto vales? Rompe el espejo para ver. Rompe el espejo para ver. Saca tu alma a pasear y deja de pensar quién eres. Pero quién soy. ¿Qué van a decir? ¿Cuánto voy a valer para ti o para ti? No sé qué decir, no sé a dónde ir. No te preocupes, nadie sabe, nadie sabe.
So we're walking on this empty street. So this empty street parallels the river walk next to the Alhambra. And there's no tourist here, but it's just as beautiful. There's no storefronts or a lot of people. You always could cut through and get back to the river walk, and that's what we're actually gonna do. We just wanted to see the residential part of the city right here, which is very quaint. It doesn't even look real. We're approaching the outer wall of Alhambra. We just passed the outer wall to Alhambra, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a little steep. So I probably walk, I don't know, less than 100 feet. You could feel it. Definitely could feel it. But I think we're gonna earn our food today. There's a small monument to Washington Irving right here. entire castle was built in around 13th century as a military post, and eventually kind of developed in what we see right now. We're going to see Nasrid Palace a little bit later, but right now we're just exploring the mainland here. Tower del Cubo. You see the best view from this tower. You see the entire Granada old town, and of course you see Alhambra walls. It's fantastic. You could feel the ancient history here. Yes.
This is so cool.
Exiting the main towers right now. A little overwhelming, and see the entire city from the bird's eye view was incredible. So you're not supposed to, and not allowed to fly drones here, but hopefully you can see the entire city from the top. We just only got a little shuttle right from the Alhambra castle, so we need a little break before to go to see actual palace. And I really don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere in the city. All right, the shuttle actually took us back to where we parked nearby at the base of the city. So it took us from Alhambra Castle all the way down to the center. So in that way you could navigate back to the restaurants and such. Dos cervezas.
Dos cervezas. Salud.
Cerveza grande. you get, sweetie?
Tequila. I can't do any more cerveza.
And we're going to hike in Spain a little bit. So we're going to Sierra Nevada National Park, called the Cahorros de Malaga Trail, River Trail. I think I pronounced correctly. In any case, I'm gonna put it in the description. We just wanted to do something different, so let's see how it goes.
There's public parking.
We're in a small town of Manachil, which is, I don't know, a few miles away, a couple of miles away from Granada. We're about to embark on our little hike. So right now we're walking through the streets of Manachil, and we're trying to get to the trailhead right now. All right, we just arrived at the trailhead right here, and off we go on our journey. At the beginning of the trailhead, I feel like I'm walking in people's backyard because you see people's gardens here, right next to this rushing river. It's kind of magical. I feel like some kind of partisan hiding off in a hideaway. A third way into the hike, you could tell that the terrain gets a little bit more tumultuous, a little bit more challenging, but it's not too bad. It's still easy hike. So nearly halfway through the hike, it becomes absolutely stunning and spectacular. It's a little bit more challenging, as you can see, because we're climbing way up high, but we're gonna walk on that bridge soon. But it's definitely fascinating to be here. All right, it's very entertaining walking on this bridge. It's a suspension bridge or suspended bridge, and it bounces up and down, side to side, so it's quite adventurous. Kind of like halfway through, it gets a little steep, but the scenery also changes. It looks spectacular outside here. I want to feel the water that's coming from the mountains. It's surprisingly not too cold. Surprisingly okay. Perhaps this time of the year, this is more condensation, but not the snow waterfall. Hola. Oh, gracias, gracias. You got it? Oh, look at you. A rock climber that you are. I'm really glad that we made sure that we went a little bit extra past the long bridge, because our path, the way we decided to go, was actually veering back to the parking lot. So I'm really glad that we explore this path as well. You cannot beat this view. I'm definitely on some kind of quest for the fountain of youth. Perhaps this video will remain forever online and people could have this adventure along the way. We finally reached the peak of our hike. I think from now on it's going to be downhill.
Literally.
Yeah, so the hike, you could do this hike within probably 2 hours total. It's, for us, it was a perfect weather, perfect conditions. It's sprinkled a little bit, but you know, it didn't last long, maybe 10 minutes. And overall, it's quite magical. If you're here near Granada, take this hike. So right at the end of the trail, once you get out of the gorge trail, there's a little cafe, local cafe. You can stop by and grab a little cerveza if you want. I just couldn't resist. This place called Merendero San Carito. It's a small little cafe. Cheers. Gracias. Bueno. Muy bien. Jessica got a sangria, I got a little beer.
My first sangria
Gracias.
trip.
I literally just ate 2 hours ago before the hike. And I'm not really hungry, but just walking by, and I know they have like an open fire and they're grilling something. And I looked at the menu, it looks very simple, so we got this bunch of tomatoes. And they're really delicious.
Vegetables.
I had lunch, Jessica just looked at me eating.
I can't.
She had sangria.
I had a sangria. It was my first sangria in Spain. It was very delicious.
Walking back on this nice little street. It's very rural. Not hiking grounds, but nicely done.
We're seeing chickens and vineyards and olive trees and grapevines. It's quite lovely.
Ah, yes. And little kitties.
And the little kitty cat.
So bad leaving you behind. Don't get hit. So this cat just followed us all the way to the creek. I think he's really lonely and bored and maybe even hungry.
I feel bad.
Hey buddy, we'll see you later. Very friendly cats.
And they're so soft.
Yeah.
Despite not having...
They seem very malnourished though.
You guys need to go eat more mice.
Go catch mice, buddy.
Go get some misons. Yeah.
You know, the cool part about walking back, there's a lot of restaurants, very quaint places like this. You could just, you know, grab some cerveza and have a sandwich. It smells good, it sounds good. Yeah, it's lovely, absolutely lovely. All right, we made a perfect loop. We're back to where we started. We are in Alhambra Quarter right now. We are on our way to see a flamenco show and have a dinner. When you get to this town, probably don't drive through. Just find a public parking, park your car and walk. We learned the hard way. I think this gentleman is going to play flamenco tonight. He's clearly ready. Oh, this is going to be a great view tonight. the view of Alhambra. So I'm standing next to the another flamenco cave, so to speak, because the one we went to this evening belonged to a family and to a brother within the family, and this one apparently belongs to a father. Maybe next time we're here, we're gonna go to this one. Check it out. We came to our favorite cafe here in Granada to have a quick brunch before we go to Malaga, and we came across this kind of like a little parade. I think it's a national holiday for Spain. It's Saturday.
Right, so it's called the Dia de la Hispanidad. It commemorates Spanish achievement and cultural achievements worldwide. It coincides with the day that Christopher Columbus set foot in the Americas, October 12th, 1492. So that's the day they choose to celebrate their Spanish history, heritage. It coincides or is comparable to the United States Christopher Columbus Day.
Just left Granada, had a lunch, and we are on our way to Malaga, our last destination in Spain before we're returning to the United States. That's the apartment building that we're staying in. Okay, we're finally in Malaga. We had to park our car kind of far away because there are no parking spaces right next to the apartment that we got on VRBO. And I just want to quickly show you a quick tour. There you go. It's small, but it's very quaint and neat. Kind of everything you need and nothing you don't. Pretty. Okay, so we just dropped our luggage and we have to get back to our car, which is 2 blocks away. Find a parking space, park, and maybe grab something to drink real quick. It's kind of a street's kind of empty. I kind of like it. Very nice. We probably could have driven our car here. I'm just not sure if it's legal or illegal because I don't see any cars around here. All right, that's where we left our car. We just have to go and repark it real quick. We just had another quick bite to eat. We had some odd food. What did we have? What is it called?
Tequila.
Oh, she had tequila, yeah. Had some beer. We had a quesadilla that looked like a burrito. So anyways, that was all right. I just want to eat something quick before we go out to dinner tonight. We're supposed to meet somebody we met at the film festival. She lives in Malaga, so on our way out before we leave to the US, we're gonna meet a friend we made here in Spain for dinner. So right now we're just gonna take a look around and see what's that all about. Somebody we just met recently at the film festival. We're going to a place called El Pimpi. So we don't know. It's like seems like it should be a really nice place.
We trust her. She lives here.
She lives here, yeah. So we have a contact.
Spanish restaurant and good food.
Gracias.
Nada.
This is our last day in Malaga. We just did some laundry and realized we don't have a drying machine, so we're walking to a laundromat to get our stuff dried. So, and maybe we'll see a castle, El Castillo.
Mixed paella, so it's fish, shrimp, and then meats. So we wanted to give it a whirl this morning. We'll see how it goes.
It's actually quite a unusual bread. They actually had a price list exactly for it.
I really love it. Alright, we just got into the line to see Alcazaba. I'm not sure we're gonna make it through, but we're gonna try. It is Sunday, and we'll see. Okay, so about half an hour later, we were able to get through the line and enter Alcazaba. And it was free because it's Sunday after 2 p.m. Alcazaba was built upon Roman ruins as a defensive fortress sometime starting around 9th century. And for over 5 centuries it was built upon. And we see what we see right now. Since it was built as a defensive fortress, I could see they could defend the city from the sea, putting cannons, siege weapons, and such. It's a very easy way to observe the city. Interesting, you see a gutter system running through it. There are clearly visible signs of ongoing renovation at the castle right now. And you could see through the, a lot of gates are closed and locked. And I'm sure eventually will be restored and available for public to view. But overall, it looks like about 70% of the castle is available. There's a lot to explore in this castle. So from the main gate, you could go to the left or to the right. So we explored the left side, now we're going to the right side. As you can see, the climb to the castle of Gilbert Rafa is quite steep. And if you have a person who is, has certain disabilities, probably will be very difficult to go all the way up. You'll definitely will need assistance. There's that bullfighting ring of Malaga. Nice little cafe where you could get some drinks. Okay, after exploring El Castillo, we're gonna have some cervezas. Oh. Wow, it's very refreshing. Perfect. And we got some lemonades on the way down. Good time, baby? Yes. Nice hat.
Well, thank you.
Son cositas de la vida que nadie puede explicar. De dónde viene la tierra hasta que hondo llega al mar. Tu cariño y tu cara, tu cuerpo y tu alma. De dónde vienen, a dónde van. Es una magia de verdad, el misterio de la humanidad y que nos da oportunidad. Es una magia de verdad, el misterio de la humanidad que nos da.
This is a museum of Pablo Picasso. We ended up not going there. We went to see his house instead. But if you want to wait in line, you definitely could see more of his work. Try this place called La Teteria. It's right next to the Picasso Museum.
The cheesecake room.
decided to eat Moroccan food. Yeah? Wanna try something?
I'll try a chicken wing. Let's try it.
Dry?
No, there's spices. They're just so good.
Alright, we just got to the Malaga airport and we have about 2 hours before our plane. So we're just gonna chill, but without Netflix. Full of dad jokes. Yeah.
Everything's so smooth and high tech and clean,
Oh yeah.
yet simple
Mm-hmm.
in a modern way. Like the Blade Runner universe.
We are here for the first layover on the way to Los Angeles. We're here in Switzerland, Zurich, and I must say, this is like third time I'm having a layover in Switzerland, and I love it. Everything tastes delicious. We just had pastries, I had soup. They made soup for me. I made a dish with potatoes, roasted potatoes, and had all kinds of pastries. And they made a fresh smoothie. People are polite and smiling. And I feel just fantastic. They really treat you well here. Swiss are so cool. They captured UFO right here.